Okay, I'm here with Robert Navar. How's it going, man?
Good.
Long time
How
no
we
see.
do?
How you
Yes,
been?
sir. Good. Very good. Thank you so
Okay,
much.
cool. So I know you got lots of locations here spread out through El Paso. Traffic Ticket Lawyers 915, serving the Northeast. That's pretty cool.
Oh, yes, yes. We cover the Northeast. We pretty much have offices throughout the city of El Paso now for anybody who gets in the unfortunate situation where they get a traffic ticket. We're here to help.
Cool. So you guys do traffic tickets, you do warrants. So that'd be speeding, no insurance, registration type of violations. You have the ticket attorney to call, right, here in town?
Yes, absolutely. We see tickets for equipment violations, headlights, tail lights.
Window
Uh,
tinting?
Window tinting is common. People here in the Sun City like to get their front windshield tinted, and so we deal with those as well.
It's amazing. Okay, cool. So, um, I know you've been doing this for a few years. Do you see any changes in the way the police officers conduct themselves? Like, just kind of, if you can, just expound on the experience of being a traffic ticket attorney here in El Paso, specifically like when you go to the court to fight.
Well, throughout the years that I've been doing this, I've when I first came into it, I thought that everything was going to be it was going to be tough to fight tickets, and the cops were going to always be honest and tell the truth. The district attorney was going to be honest with integrity, and unfortunately, that's not always the case. And so, what I've learned is that you've got to have a very good knowledge of the law in that area. You have to have ability to know what procedural steps that you can take in order to fight your ticket.
Mm-hmm.
There are a lot of legal issues involved with a traffic ticket. There's a lot of legal requirements that most people don't know. And so, through my experience and my dedication to being the best traffic ticket lawyer in the city of El Paso, I've looked for all those little details that I can challenge a case on that most other of my colleagues and most other people wouldn't have realized or caught. And there are a lot of mistakes that are still being made by the district attorney's office and by the police. And I've through my experience, I've been able to look for those mistakes and highlight those mistakes, provide the law to support my contention why this case needs to be dismissed, and I've been very successful at doing that.
Yeah, I see that you have lots of good reviews and lots of good feedback. I've been checking before we started this interview. I was looking it up. Um, okay, so what about if you get a ticket and you just forget about it and it turns into a warrant? I'm sure you guys can represent for those as well, right?
Yes, absolutely. There's often times where we get a ticket and we just forget about it and don't do anything about it. And then later on, we get a notice in the mail saying that you have an active warrant and the city can arrest you. And when that happens, you can get arrested at your home, your place of business. You can get arrested for driving your vehicle and a cop just happens to pull up behind you and run your plates and see that you have an active warrant. So it's very important that you contact us immediately so that you don't have to pay those warrant fees. You don't have to go through embarrassment of being arrested, being booked, being fingerprinted, and put into a holding cell with a lot of other people. It's very embarrassing, very stressful. Call us. We can get that warrant lifted within a matter of a day or two. It's very important that you give us a call so that you don't get arrested. And yes, we do that.
Okay, cool. That's great. Okay, so I do know that you're doing occupational driver's licenses now, and that's just basically for people that can't get a regular license for whatever reason. They can get one for specific use, right? Can you
Yes.
kind of explain that to
Yeah.
us?
So people who at one point had a valid license and because for whatever reason their license got suspended because they had too many traffic tickets or they got arrested for driving while intoxicated or they let's say they got a conviction for not having insurance. The
Mm-hmm.
city of El Paso, or the state of Texas rather, uh, with the help of the district attorney in El Paso, will actually file a case to get your license suspended And that does happen very often. And so, what an occupational license does is it allows you to have a temporary license and gives you the opportunity to be driving a vehicle and to be legal, to not be run the risk of being pulled over and arrested for driving with a suspended license or getting another ticket for having a suspended license. An occupational license gives you the opportunity to have a license so that you can go to work, so that you can go to school, or if you have a loved one that needs medical help, you need to take a loved one to the hospital, to a clinic, you can do all those things with an occupational license, and you don't have to run the risk of being arrested or getting given a citation for not having a license. If you call our office, we can generally, once we get some paperwork from you, we can get you a temporary occupational license within a matter of a few days.
That's awesome. Okay, well, this is for your office is Traffic Ticket Lawyers 915, located in the Northeast. Um, Now, if you could just tell me real quickly, what is like the if you have like a craziest story or something like a crazy memory that you have of a ticket that you had to defend or you got into it with a officer or a judge or something like that. Do you have anything like that you can share?
Oh, several, and I mean, I've seen for doing this for over 20 years, I've seen everything that you can possibly see, from cops lying, catching a police officer through his testimony, admitting that he made a mistake or lying. Those are things I do all the time. Um, you know, I always have to look back to the reason why I became a lawyer in the first place. And that's when I was an avid runner. I still am. I jog outside a lot. And I got a traffic ticket because I was at a crosswalk and somebody ran the red light and hit me. The officer didn't want to do any kind of investigation into it. He was in a hurry. He just wanted to give a ticket out. He listened to the driver who hit me, said I just ran in front of him. So he actually gave me a ticket. I fought that ticket in court and I won. And it was ever since then that I knew that this is what my passion is, because uh, at some point in time, it's more likely than not that one of us are going to be faced with a crime. An officer is going to allege that you committed a violation, and I I'm afraid of that, and so I wanted to be a lawyer so that I can fight those kind of cases, and that's been my focus, and that's my passion in my life, and I am very fortunate to be able to do that.
So, Robert, thanks so much. This is the law office of Robert Andrew Navar, ESQ, located at 1224 Tierra Arroyo, El Paso, Texas, 79938. And just give them a call at 915-613-3993 for any traffic ticket related issues. He's the traffic ticket lawyer to call at El Paso. Thank you, Rob.
Thank you.